The universe contains more stars than grains of sand on every beach on Earth. Around many of those stars planets orbit, billions of them. And yet in all that infinite space we have found no one. No signal, no message, no visitor, nothing. Scientists call this the Fermi paradox, and it is one of the most disturbing mysteries in all of science. Because the silence is not just strange. The silence might be telling us something terrifying about our own future. Let's find out what that silence actually means. In 1950, physicist Enrico Fermi sat down for lunch with colleagues at Los Alamos. Mid-conversation, he suddenly asked, "Where is everybody?" 3 words, but they changed science forever. Because the math says we should not be alone. Our galaxy, the Milky Way, contains 400 billion stars. Roughly 20% of those stars have Earth-like planets in the habitable zone. That means 80 billion potentially habitable planets in our galaxy alone. And there are over 2 trillion galaxies in the observable universe. The numbers are so large they stop making sense. Statistically, life should exist elsewhere. Not just simple bacteria, but complex intelligent civilizations. Civilizations that have had billions of years longer than us to develop, to build technology, to explore, to send signals across the stars. And yet silence. We have been listening for signals from space since 1960. 60 years of listening, thousands of hours of data, nothing. And that silence is the most frightening thing in all of science. Scientists have proposed many explanations for the silence. Some are comforting, some are terrifying. The first explanation: maybe we are simply not listening correctly. Advanced civilizations might not use radio waves at all. They might communicate in ways we cannot yet detect or even imagine. The second explanation: maybe they are hiding. The dark forest theory suggests that every civilization in the universe knows one rule: stay silent or be destroyed. In a universe where resources are limited, contact is dangerous. Any civilization that announces itself becomes a target. And we have been broadcasting our location for over 100 years. Every television broadcast, every radio signal, every military radar, all of it expanding outward into space right now as a perfect map to find us. The third explanation is the one that keeps physicists awake at night. Maybe there is something, a filter that destroys civilizations before they can reach the stars. Scientists call it the Great Filter. And the terrifying question is, have we already passed it? Or is it still ahead of us? The answer to that question might determine everything about humanity's future. The Great Filter theory was proposed by economist Robin Hanson in 1998. The idea is simple but deeply unsettling. For life to produce a space-faring civilization, it must pass through many difficult stages. Simple chemistry becoming life, single cells becoming complex organisms. Complex organisms developing intelligence, intelligence developing technology. At some point in this chain, something kills almost everyone. That something is the Great Filter. Scenario 1: the filter is behind us. Maybe the incredibly unlikely step was the creation of life itself. Or the jump from simple to complex cells, which took 2 billion years on Earth. If the filter is behind us, we are extraordinarily lucky. We beat the odds that killed everyone else. And the future could be wide open for humanity. Scenario 2: the filter is still ahead of us. This means that every civilization without exception eventually destroys itself. Nuclear war, climate collapse, artificial intelligence gone wrong. Something kills every advanced civilization before it can reach the stars. And we are next in line. This is why finding life on Mars or anywhere nearby would be the worst news in human history. Not the best, the worst. This sounds backwards, but the logic is devastating. If we find simple life on Mars, it means life is not rare. It means life appears wherever conditions allow. Which means the universe should be full of intelligent civilizations by now. But it is not. We see nothing. So if life is common, but intelligent civilizations are not, something must be stopping them. Something that kills civilizations after they develop intelligence, but before they reach space. And we are an intelligent civilization that has not yet reached space. Which puts us exactly at the point where civilizations go silent. The astronomer Stephen Webb calls this the most chilling implication in all of science. We may be watching the universe looking for company, while the universe watches back and sees a civilization about to fail. Not because we are special, because we are typical. And typical civilizations based on all available evidence do not survive. That is the terrifying answer hidden inside the silence. The universe is quiet because the universe is a graveyard. But before we accept the worst, let's look at what we have actually found. In 1977, a radio telescope in Ohio picked up a signal from deep space. It was so unusual that the astronomer who found it wrote one word in the margin. Wow. The wow signal as it became known lasted 72 seconds and it has never been detected again. In 2015, astronomers noticed a star kick 8,462,850 to behaving in ways no natural explanation could fully account for. Its light flickered irregularly as if something enormous was orbiting it. Some scientists suggested it could be a megastructure built by an alien civilization. It was later attributed to dust, but not everyone is convinced. In 2017, an object entered our solar system from interstellar space. It moved unlike any comet or asteroid ever seen. Harvard astronomer A.V.I. Loeb publicly argued it could be a piece of alien technology. The scientific community dismissed him, but they could not fully explain the object either. None of these are proof, but none have been fully explained away either. The universe keeps leaving questions we cannot answer. Here's the part that most science videos leave out. The Fermi paradox is not just a philosophical puzzle. It is a warning about our own survival. If the great filter is ahead of us, then what we do right now matters more than anything in history. Every decision about nuclear weapons matters. Every decision about climate change matters. Every decision about artificial intelligence matters. Because if the great filter is a self-inflicted wound, we are the ones holding the weapon. But here is the other side of this story. The fact that we are asking these questions at all might itself be the answer. No other species on Earth has looked up at the stars and wondered who else is out there. No other species has built telescopes or sent probes to other planets. That awareness, that curiosity might be rarer than we think. And it might be the very thing that lets us pass the filter if we choose to use it wisely. The universe gave us a brain capable of understanding its own silence. What we do with that understanding is entirely up to us. So why haven't we found aliens? Maybe they are hiding. Maybe we are not listening correctly. Maybe they are so far away that their signals have not reached us yet. Or maybe the silence is telling us the truth. That getting from life to intelligence is easy. But getting from intelligence to survival is the hardest thing in the universe. And we are at that exact moment right now. The universe is watching. And it has seen this moment before. Most of them went quiet. The question is not whether aliens exist. The question is whether we will be the first civilization in history to survive its own intelligence. The answer depends entirely on what we do next.